Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm
Boxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. 12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. Boxingvoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
Jesus' name.
Without y'all, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Detroit, the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Midday from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
But I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C, Y, E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2 division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr. VBC, baby.
LB Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbad 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back. Good morning, TBV. What it do? What it do? Listen, you might as well check out, man. You might as well check out right now. If you're here to discuss, big names in the sport, we ain't doing it today, man. We just ain't doing it, man. El Camarón William Zepeda had a good fight yesterday, or rather, should I say Sunday, on DAZN, and Saturday on DAZN, and he's another player in this 135-pound division. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that, and I also appreciate Frank Martin showing up and congratulating El Camarón and also asking for a fight. His team also appreciating Martin being there, appreciating the manner in which Martin approached William Zepeda and said, this is how you do it. But I'll show you the audio, I'll show you the video, and I'm asking, can Errol Spence make this happen? he is the promoter of Frank Martin. Frank Martin was there for a reason. Obviously, it was a local show to him, but he took it upon himself to stand up, shake the hand of the winner, and ask for that fight. What does that tell us? Many things we're here to discuss. Obviously, on his own side of the street, not that easy to get a 135-pound fight. Or at least that's what it seems like, right? Or he's just shooting for the stars. And by stars, I'm not in any way, fashion trying to say that William Zepeda is light years ahead of Martin in terms of notoriety or popularity in the sport. But Martin must believe it will make a good fight because he was on hand. He watched the man fight and then congratulated and asked for the fight. Now, Martin is number 2 in the WBA behind Ryan, who is still number 1 because the WBA hasn't updated their rankings since April 4th. So once they roll out some new rankings, we'll see where William Zepeda falls, who just got the knockout win in 2 rounds over Jaime Abolera, who also had been knocked out previously to Chris Colbert, or by the hands of Chris Colbert. So Frank is number 2, and Zepeda is number 3, I believe. I'm sorry, I just was looking at it. Yes, number 3. So obviously these two can eventually fight, possibly for a vacant title, as I do not see William Zepeda being put in any tough fight until Devin Haney vacates. I just don't see it. This man was offered an eliminator versus Shakur, and that he turned down. As you can see on my screen share here at the youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, we have Shakur at number 3 and William Zepeda at number 5 in the WBC. So he could have had an eliminator if he wanted it. He didn't want it. You know, there's other fights that he was rumored to have turned down, but I just don't see it. I think that Golden Boy knows they have limited stars, and because of that, Zepeda does have a little bit of crowd. I did see people cheering for him. The 135-pound division is deep. Even after Haney vacates or Vasil, I mean, if Vasil wins, everything's fucked because he could definitely make the weight. So he'll be undisputed, and he'll be defending those titles, and these vacant title dreams for all these promoters will be shattered. But again, I just don't see Golden Boy taking a Frank Martin fight for nothing, not even for an eliminator. And then in that division, Tank is already the regular, so you know Martin and Zepeda can't even fight for the regular in the WBA. So you know it has to be some sort of voluntary, some sort of fight that they decide, let's just do it because it makes financial sense, because it's good for the people. It's the green print. Floyd gave you the green print. African American in one corner and you know, Mexican in another, Latino in another, Puerto Riqueño, Mexicano, you know, in the case of Marcos Maidana, Argentina. You know, it doesn't matter as long as you got a Latin speaking on the other side, according to the green print. And Frank Martin, William Zepeda, that is that. So this is what we're talking about. The phone lines are open. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Listen, you have to come out. You guys need the call. You need the super chat, because this is exactly why you get 30 shows of Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, because you guys are not hardcores. You don't care about the true boxing topic. Like, this is a real boxing topic. This is a really good fight. Zepeda throws 1,000 to 1,400 punches around. Martin is a sharp technician. You know, you got the element of Errol Spence being Martin's promoter, the element of William Zepeda having Oscar De La Hoya. Once upon a time, Oscar sent the contract. He didn't take it. Once upon a time, Oscar promoted Earl. So there's a lot happening here. So call in the number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion. We're talking 135-pound division, not necessarily the tippity top, but definitely according to the Ring magazine, both Martin and Zepeda are in their top 10. William coming in at number 8. And actually, Martin didn't make the cut. Oh, yeah, Martin is number 6. I was about to say, holy shit, how is Martin there? I mean, Keyshawn there, not Martin. But these are 2 top 10 fighters. So, again, not the very top of the division, which is Devin, Vasil, Tank, Ryan, Shakur,
but still,
Isaac.
Still guys in the rankings, still guys that you have to consider. And, I guess, if you will, have respect for, right? Because they're guys that are on their way up, guys that are in contention. So, guys looking for that opportunity soon.
I think it's a fantastic fight if they can make it. It can show Errol Spence's, ability as a promoter because he was able to get, obviously, Frank Martin that fight with Michelle Rivera, but how much credit do you give him? The haters will say he didn't really do that. That's Al Heyman, same side of the street. This shows that you're a real promoter. You being able to cross that street, make a fight for your guy, have him get on the zone, and continue to move up the rankings. But I like Zepeda. I would have liked him a lot had he not taken the Shakur fight, right? Like, he should have took that or at least gave his fans like myself an excuse. Because I never fault you for saying you're not ready. But say that. Say that.
Don't just turn
Do you know what I'm saying?
and-
Like you never heard me doing duck shows about Virgil. Why? Because he came on this show and he told us to our face, I ain't ready. And then Robert told us, he ain't ready. Okay, what the fuck? Who am I? But now when you act like you ready, when you talk like you ready, and then the fight comes and you avoid it, then that's different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I never called Virgil any names. I never made shows, none of that shit, because it didn't make no sense. You're not ready. You're not ready. So William, same thing, man. You got to tell us, are you ready? Well, obviously you already didn't. You had your opportunity. Some will say, look, Ness, he don't even know English. He can't defend himself. But, that's neither here nor there. Use your translator.
They got people in play that can do that.
He is small, though, right?
There's a team. There's a team.
I'm showing Danny the highlights here on the zone.
Yo, it's fight week, though, man. It's
not yet. Tomorrow.
I mean,
what grand arrivals, or is he arrived already in Guadalajara?
Well, I'm sure he's in town, but yeah, I don't know how they're doing it.
Nah, but don't get me wrong. Our second show is a Canelo show. I actually got a third show in case this one doesn't go long, because I know you dudes ain't really hardcores. All you want to talk about is Tank. Who else? Wilder.
3 shows.
Tyson. Like, all these big names. No, I'm saying I got them on deck in case this dies out. It's like, what I'm going to do if this is over at 6:30?
Yo, like the other day, the internet was down. Nesta was going crazy. Guys, like, he didn't know what to do with himself. Like, my man's, I'm just in the garage chilling, smoking. Like, I can't control the internet. The company already working on it.
Look at these body shots. And he was throwing straights, bro. I thought Jaime would have done better. He's so big. Zepeda is small. But he's also a southpaw, man. A lot of southpaws in that 35-pound division. What we got? We got Tank. We got Shakur. Now Zepeda. Is Martin one too?
Vasil.
Shit. Lomachenko. Is Martin one too?
Let me pull it up. Pull him up. I don't know.
Jaime big and fragile. Like, he's just like, but it was that back foot mentality that he came into this fight with. Frank Martin likes to stand his ground. So we will see. And let's be real, Zepeda can be hit. That's why I don't think they were in the rush. He was being hit even by Abolera,
Yep,
but he
Frank
throws.
Martin in southpaw too.
Jesus Christ! So it's about to get crazy for those that can't. Those that can't rock with a southpaw might have to keep it moving. They might have to move up. Damn. So how many out of the top 10? Is it 5 for 5?
Let me
Oh wait, is Pitbull 1 too? No, I don't think Pitbull. He was fighting because he threw that right back hook and almost fell. So he was orthodox. I got 2 super chats. Looks like
so
coming
on
in.
BoxRec, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Shakur's a southpaw, Tank's a southpaw, Devin Haney's an orthodox, George Kambosos orthodox, Vasil Lomachenko southpaw, Frank Martin southpaw. That's already
3, right?
4.
Oh, 4.
4 out of the top 6. Ryan's orthodox. William Zepeda southpaw. Yoshino orthodox. Pitbull.
Why are you even saying him? He's not in the ring?
Oh,
what are you doing? Top 20 or something?
Nah, this is BoxRec.
Oh. So Devin orthodox.
Right.
Vasil southpaw, Tank southpaw, Ryan orthodox. Ryan's out. He moved up. Isaac, you said south. I said orthodox. Core is southpaw. Martin is southpaw. Cambosos is orthodox. Zepeda is southpaw. Maxie Hughes, I think he's orthodox. And Keyshawn is also orthodox.
Maxie Hughes is southpaw as well.
What?
6 southpaws.
Damn, that's dope. Shout out Maxie. About to make it hard for George. Damn. Shout out George. Taking on a southpaw, man. Not everybody does it. Listen, if you're on Blog Talk, if you're just listening, don't do anything. If you want to voice your opinion, press the number 1 button on your dial pad. If you're on Twitter, do me a favor. Go ahead and retweet. And if you want to speak, go ahead and request so we could get you on.
Yo, how was the show Friday, champ?
Friday. What show? I mean, they all was good, bro. I did them all, Shit, boxing, we love it around here. Especially Friday, we was still on a Tank trip. You feel me? Like, don't get me wrong. I got a couple Tank shows in the cuff. It's just like, I'm a little tired. You feel me? He just fought. It's not much he can do. You got to get a man time. You got to let the division, pan out, so to speak. But did you get a chance to watch this fight? I know you was traveling. How was the road trip? And did you catch the zone on the go or no?
Nah, I wasn't. Honestly, I was asleep, bro. I did catch the highlights though. Shout out to Victor Morales. I want to say,
bro,
Sean Porter is the one to put me on to Victor. Sean Porter signed Victor as an amateur turning pro.
Yeah.
I was at the press conference as a fan. You know what I'm saying?
What, when he signed them?
When he signed them. Like, it was a private press conference in his gym. I'll never forget it. It was the day of Bud Crawford, Victor Posto. Right? So that was July of 2016. So let me tell you, bro, his gym was so fucking hot. We was going outside in the 108-degree heat to get some fresh air. That gym, this one he had the Porter High Performance. You remember that, right?
Yeah, that was a beautiful gym. I hate that they shut it down, but he said financially it didn't make sense. They was charging too much for that spot.
But bro, yeah, I was there for that. So shout out to Victor, obviously beating Diego de la Hoya. The cousin? Is it the cousin of Oscar or the nephew of Oscar? Cousin of Oscar. I know Ness touched on that over the weekend. I left Thursday night on a cross-country road trip to Georgia. That was cool. Flew back, got back yesterday morning. Flew out of Jacksonville, Florida. That was like the closest airport. Jacksonville, Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like an hour away.
To get back?
Yeah.
It was straight?
Nah.
Oof.
Now there was a straight one Saturday, but it would have been like drive 36 hours cross country and then take me straight to the Jacksonville airport. You get what I'm saying? So like I would definitely wanted to shower, wanted to rest up. So spend a day in the sticks of Georgia and then after that, caught the flight yesterday morning back to Las Vegas, got back shit, I got home before 12 p.m. noon. So definitely enjoyed my day yesterday. Got a lot of sleep. Caught up on Power. Shout out to Tariq. Yo, that shit, that Power show. Yo, shout out to 50, really, right? Shout out to 50. I just saw an interview where 50 was talking about how the first like 3 seasons of Power, he took like 17,000 an episode, with change shit at that level, just to be able to have control. And now, he's created so many different series off that one show, and having great success. So yeah, yesterday, I got in back from the road trip, was able to, get some rest, able to catch up on some TV shows, and I honestly just slept a lot. For real, did some laundry, chill. You know what I mean? But we here, we here, and you know, back with another one, baby. But yeah, y'all know the number to call 425-569-5241. Press one time. If you want to voice your opinion, this is the Voice of the People hotline. We are also on Twitter Spaces and Discord. So smash the like before you do anything, and then we're gonna open up the phone lines. It is Canelo John Ryder fight week from Guadalajara. We will be having a an event on Saturday for the Canelo fight. I think Nesta knows more details than me, but uh, we're not having the
I mean, we're gonna be part of an
okay.
event, I believe.
I
I
believe.
haven't gotten all the details. So yeah. But Fight Stars is holding an event. Let me see what I do have so far. But if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash the thumbs up.
Yeah, no, I was just mentioning it. You know what I'm saying? We'll get some details for sure, but definitely phone lines are open.
So you can purchase tickets at Eventbrite. And it's a Canelo versus Ryder exclusive watch party live at Skybox Virgin Hotel. And tickets start at $300. And the date and time is Saturday, May 6th. Doors open at 6. And it says, experience the ultimate Fight Stars party at Skybox, located at the Virgin Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Join us for an unforgettable evening filled with action as we bring you a highly anticipated pay-per-view boxing match between Canelo Alvarez and John Ryder during the Cinco de Mayo weekend. Get a chance to meet 3 boxing legends, 3-time champion and Hall of Fame legend Feroz Fernando Vargas, first ever Mexican heavyweight champion, unified champion, former unified champion Andy Ruiz Jr., and Hall of Famer, living legend Roberto Duran, Hands of Steel, and a part of the legendary Four Horsemen as they take the stage for an exclusive appearance. Witness the legendary painter Rob Pryor during these bringing these boxing icons to life with his live painting of all 3 legends. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to be part of the ultimate Fight Stars party, an event like no other. We have ticket packages that include exclusive Canelo paintings, estimated value at $30,000. All information can be found at www.fightstars.network. Disclosure: values are based on recent sales and are not guaranteed a value. And let me see what else I can find you here.
Now, Rob Pryor,
I
right?
hear everybody that gets a ticket receives a Rob Pryor painting, but not an original. Like it's an original that they copy or
Okay.
something like that. Like he signs it, I don't know, but
Yeah,
yeah.
Rob Pryor is actually
He's supposed to be allegedly very famous.
yes, very famous. I know the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, just the draft just occurred this past weekend.
Okay.
So the NFL have brought him out to the NFL draft, and he'll paint, the guys being drafted live. You know,
Word.
he's done a lot of stuff with like Marvel and DC.
Word.
Um, and just big artists. I know he's really known for like his
I never heard of him, man. I'm boxing only. I don't know painters and shit like that. But salute to him, man.
yeah.
They want us to do a live show from there, obviously, and once the details are finalized, we'll let you know. I don't know. I'm like, yo, do we do it from there or do we go to Hardin and smoke our brains out? Cause like this fight ain't even like who's cares? You feel me? Like I was thinking to myself, like,
But
damn,
that's
it's fight week. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I come at this fight week? But like there's been no one calling. You know what I'm saying? Like, even from a betting standpoint, like, yeah, you're going to throw something on Ryder just in case. And I'm using air quotes, but, the probability of that is whatever the line says, which is probably minus 1,400 or some shit or plus 1,400. So it's like, this is crazy, but it's a mandatory at the same time. So it's like, if you don't get mad at Bud for fighting Kavalaskis and, trying to fight Rocha and and obviously Rocha would have been his mandatory, who another guy that said, nah, I'm good. I don't want that fight. But yeah, if you don't blame people for fighting their mandatories, then you can't blame Canelo. And obviously that's how B-Hop did it, right? Like B-Hop, he fought and defended his belt 20 times. There was quite a few mandatories in that lineup. But average boxing fan, $2 super chat says Zepeda is popping with his Mexican peeps. Martin, who? So
yeah.
is that like a slight? Is he trying to say like Zepeda's popular and Martin is who? Is that how you understood that?
Read it again.
He says Zepeda is popping with his Mexican peeps. Martin who?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was a shot at Martin. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Average boxing fan, Zepeda puts a beating on emoji key and then Sean, $2 super chat. I don't know. It looks like Keyshawn or Shakur are going to get themselves a little bit of Jermaine Ortiz, right? Heavy talk of both of those guys. I seen Core even tweeted like, "Oh, when I beat this dude, something like that." So yeah, I'm sure you could find that. But got a lot of callers on the line. Don't forget if you are trying to voice your opinion to press 1. And Discord, do the same. Go ahead and raise your hand. Same on Twitter Spaces. Request to speak. If not, we will end it early. And remember that would only be because of you, because you're not a hardcore, because you don't know who the fuck Zepeda is. You don't really know the division. All you want to talk about is Loma, Haney, Devin, Shakur, Wilder, the top names, man. You guys make boxing boring by not giving the other half, top bottom half, an opportunity at being great. Cause I actually like me some William Zepeda. If it wouldn't have been for not taking that Shakur fight, I would have been an all-in fan with Zepeda. But now, I got like one toe in the water with him because it's like, yo, are you really that dude or are you just that dude depending who they put you in with? Not to mention, I didn't even bring up that, yeah, Frank wants to fight, but truth be told, all up and down the telecast, they was talking about Mercito Gesta being next for William Zepeda, which is bananas to me.
I mean, coming off the JoJo win.
They both beat JoJo. So again, like you don't get anything for beating Gesta. If anything, Gesta's getting an opportunity at the top, which is cool, but they both beat JoJo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I got Lemmy. Did we open up these lines? Did we go to at least our little,
announcement?
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Don't forget to drop us a 5-star review. If you do, I'll read that live. I think we got one over the weekend, so I'm going to look for that. Come back, read it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and do that. That also helps with the visibility, helps with the growth. We're trying to get to 170,000. We're trying to skip right over 169, man. Fuck that. 170. So we need your help. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Once again, the number above our head is 14255695241.
You gotta go like this, Ness.
Twitter Spaces,
Boom.
Discord, both
Boom.
available. Let's rock and roll. Looking like I got Lemmy in Tennessee. What up?
Hey, what's up, man? Lemmy's from Tennessee, originally from Chicago. He's out Puerto Rico. Anyway, bro, Zepeda, man, I like him, man. He's a good guy. I think he's got potential. He was out for blood, bro. That liver shot, bro, has been hot recently. I don't know. A lot of people have been going for that. He was on it, man. He knew it was out there. He knew this guy was hurting, and he just kept going for that liver shot, bro. So I knew Jaime was done. Zepeda wasn't letting up, but that IQ, bro, he's got to work on his D. I think he was getting tagged quite a bit. And that's just not going to cut it down the line, But loving that power, punch output. But he's got to tighten that defense for sure. Someone like Shakur, man, wiped the floor with Zepeda at this rate. He was definitely on it. He would have taken that fight earlier. Was that?
Nah, we're listening. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I don't think he's at that Shakur level yet. It's like you said, he hasn't said it. I'm not ready, and I guess you do lose a little respect for that. But he's not ready, and he knows it. But down the line, man, if he can work on that defense, I think it would be great. Man, I'm really looking forward to that Frank Martin. I'm actually kind of leaning towards Frank Martin on that one, to be honest. But I'm liking Zepeda, man, and I hope he just works on that defense, bro. That's all I got.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. Let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead and
we got another super chat, $5 from Ro with the Punches Boxing Podcast.
Shout out.
Says excited for the king of boxing to be back in the ring Saturday. Looking forward to see how he looks post injury. King Nello.
And we also got Demo, $2 super chat. Says Frank Martin will smoke Zepeda. Hands up emoji. Demo, did you watch the fight though? But I also want to screen share, obviously, Martin, who did watch the fight, approaching Zepeda post-fight and asking for the fight. So, we ain't going to need the audio because all they got is mariachi in the back. But what you would hear if I could play it, let me see.
Yo, big.
That's how gentlemen.
You hear it slightly. He said, you can hear his coach who says that's how gentlemen do it. We respect you for that. He says he likes your style. So obviously the coach translated. Zepeda likes Martin's style. Martin obviously asking for the fight. Sizing him up. You ain't got to touch him on the side, but you want to see how much, you want to see kid you move, you want to see kid, but look how small he is. This is what I told you when I let you watch the highlights. Look how small he is. Look at Martin. Martin looks like a fucking heavyweight next to that dude. Look. I don't know. Maybe it's because the barricade, what? Is it me or does he look little?
Who? Martin?
Zepeda.
No, yes. Zepeda looks small.
Obviously, he's in fight shape. Martin is ballooned up, but I don't know. Martin be in the gym. He don't look that big. I don't know. What do you think? No. What do you think in the comment section? What do you think in the live chat? What do you think on the phone lines? What do you think is my co-host?
I think it would be a good fight. I don't think it's a fight that we'll see. I mean, it's just something that I don't know. I would like to see it. I just don't know that we get to see it though.
Damn, my man.
Sides of the street, champ.
Jay Billy, what it
Sides
do?
of the street, champ.
My man be shutting shit down. Jay Billy was good. Yeah,
Y'all
we
got
hear
me?
you. We hear you. We hear you. What's up?
Shout out Nurse, shout out Denny putting in now. Just said, like, that's a Taylor and Frank Lauren, but like, is that really gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? I feel like they might go after that Yoshida fight, because they're going along the WBC, right?
Who?
Zepeda.
I don't know. Remember, he took himself out them WBC rankings when not out, but he ain't take his shot with Shakur, so and he ranked
So what?
higher.
What?
He ranked higher, I think,
What?
in the WBA. Let me double check.
So you think he's going the WBA route?
He is number
Because he's
2.
pretty high in the WBC still.
He's number 3 in the BA, number 5 in the BC, number
Okay, so
8 in the ring.
who else is in the top 5 of the BA?
Ryan is still there, but he got to get dropped. Martin is number 2. Zepeda is number 3. Vasil is number 4. Vasil won't be there after his fight on the 20th. Obviously, he got to get up, elevated, or dropped, depending on how the fight goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the answer right there. That Mari fight is the answer. But are they gonna cross the street? Are they gonna give Zepeda up? And even if Zepeda, I couldn't see the video because I'm on Discord. But even if Zepeda was smaller, he fought Jojo Diaz at 137. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no. I'm not
So
saying
he
he
can hold
too
the weight.
small. I'm not saying he too small. I'm saying he's small for
Yeah,
the division. Like he looks little. Even when he was
most
fighting
definitely.
Arboleda, he looked little, and then seeing him next to Martin, he looked little. So yeah.
I mean, bro, it's like the time is now. You know what I'm saying? Like you undefeated.
I mean, you got to
You
tell
got
that
that
to
JoJo
Earl.
name.
You got to tell that to Earl because truth be told, that was a Michelle Rivera main event. It was in the Cosmopolitan. So what's that? 2,000 people? You understand what I'm saying? Zepeda's the A side. Like what
Well,
the?
I don't think Earl. I don't. Well, if Zepeda's really the A side, then it's really on him to send a contract, right? If we're
Exactly,
going
but
along those
no, but then now you talking. It's on me to
facts,
send you
facts.
a contract. I don't gotta send you a contract. I don't need you. It's up to Earl
Mm,
to make this fight as the Errol Spence hot commodity, big name promoter. He gotta make this fight. He gotta go and ask for this fight. This is what his fighter want. It wasn't Zepeda at
yeah.
Frank Martin fight, shaking his hand, congratulating, saying, let's make a fight. It was the opposite way around. So why the fuck does Zepeda gotta send you a contract? You want the
I
fight.
mean,
You came to my fight. Have your promoter talk to my promoter. That's how we do it.
fact. I feel that, but still, it's still. I feel like on Zepeda to keep the momentum going. You know what I'm saying? You can't go.
Bruh,
You
think
can't
about
turn
what you're
back
saying.
now.
Think about what you're saying. Zepeda just fought. And he
Yeah.
just beat Jojo Diaz. When the last
Yep.
time Frank Martin fought?
Okay, I feel it. Like last year, did he fight this year? He ain't fought this year yet.
You know he
I
ain't
don't think
fight
so.
this year, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
I said, it's up to his promoter to keep him busy. It's up to his promoter to get him a fight. He out there trying to do it himself. So I hope his promoter see this and calls Oscar. He got his number. Oscar sent him a Miguel Cotto offer once upon a time.
Well, we know this. We know Earl and Frank not here to take those fights. You know what I'm saying?
I can't hear you. What?
Hold on.
You breaking up?
I said one. You got me?
Yeah,
You.
we hear you.
One thing we most definitely know is that Earl and Frank not scared to take that fight. Not scared to take any fights.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? They'll come.
we do know they not scared to take fights on their own side of the street. You understand? Like Earl didn't cross the street to get that Miguel Cotto fight, which would have been a Hall of Fame fight, first ballot Hall of Fame fight. I mean, if you seen motherfucking Saddam Ali beat Cotto, imagine what Earl would have did. Cotto would have been bloody like Margarito or Pacquiao all over again. Took a knee. Earl would have been legend. Earl would have been legend.
Do you
Just
think?
saying.
Because I remember that was before my media days, but I remember that. Do you think that they would say Cotto was too old? Because it was
Did
like,
they say that for Saddam Ali? And did they say it for Jaime Munguillo, who beat Saddam Ali? Nope and nope. That's your answer. Nope and nope.
but
Jaime made a name off
but
Saddam, and
yeah,
Saddam made a name off Cotto.
but you said that he would have been like this savior.
Earl. Saddam ain't nobody. Unfortunately, he wasn't a
Nah, that's
popular Muslim or nothing like that. He was never popping. And Jaime, he didn't bubble off the Saddam win because Saddam wasn't big. And then what he do with the Saddam win? Start taking a bunch of fucking diets. But Earl, with his mentality, think of his resume today and just add Cotto first ballot.
No, I hear you.
If people got him on a pound for pound right now, imagine knocking out Cotto, bloody fashion, Errol Spence style, body shots, bust his face up.
And let's not forget that would have been for a title.
The WBO.
And let's not forget that would have made Earl
two division
in present day.
I'm just saying, listen, there's gonna be people that don't like it, because they're fanboys and they wear a PBC, bandana on the left side, a top rank bandana on the right side. You know what I mean? They weird, man.
Who we got on the lines, champ?
I'm trying to connect with Ron Boy. All right, Ron, hold on. Looks like we gotta connect and reconnect. Disconnect and reconnect.
You want to do Untitled today?
What's up, champ? We hear you. Damn, Slim, we hear you. Come back.
Oh, I'm here. You said hold tight. Hey, what's good with you?
Chilling.
Shit, now y'all talking some real shit. Leave that pop box shit alone for a minute. I know it's hard to keep yeah, I know y'all got a business to run, but damn, let's get to this real shit, Mo. Thank you. I think I think Frank box circles around Zepeda, not because of Zepeda's skill set. It's more just Frank is athletic. That's what's gonna get him over the top. You dig what I'm telling you? He athletic as shit. You see what I mean? It ain't Zepeda is a hell of a fighter. I've been talking about Zepeda for a while. Just like I brought up Angel Ferrero. I think that's a good fight for Zepeda. But the problem now is shit, Zepeda. They gotta rely on the WBC to order that fight because Zepeda, if you look at it, Zepeda will be damn near mandatory probably at the end of the year somehow. You dig what I'm telling you? Because once the belts get vacated.
But that's
that
what everybody
WBC.
waiting for. Like,
I know, but see,
then we
go
ain't gonna get
ahead.
no fights if all we doing is waiting for everybody to vacate. Like
that, yeah. That's why when people say 135 is a good division, I say no, it's not. It's just got names, but they not gonna fight each other. So what makes these divisions good if none of these motherfuckers is gonna fight each other? And you know me, I'm the ambassador 140, 154, 126, where motherfuckers actually fighting each other. I don't give a fuck about that popular name shit. That shit don't apply to a motherfucker like me.
Yo,
I like.
Yo,
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Look at the division that you advocating for is one of the most corrupt.
140.
What was the other division?
140 is corrupted.
No. What was the other division you said after that?
Yeah, but 140 ain't gonna fight each other either, Mo.
154 is the most corrupted division. That's the most corrupted division, brother. How many eliminators did Erickson Lubin have to fight to not get a shot at the title? The guy that beat him fought how many eliminators to not get a shot at the title?
Even Zoo.
And remember, we talked about that before, though. Remember Ness? We brought that up when I brought up Erickson Lubin, and he was like, "Damn, that was just an intern." I was like, "Damn, remember Erickson Lubin fought like 5 joints." I ain't talking about the corruption; it might be corrupted, but it's still a great division because it's so many B motherfuckers in there. You don't know who the top dude is. You dig? And they still fighting each other. But I think. Let me tell you when we'll see William Zepeda versus Frank because I'm not because I heard my bell, but I think we'll see it. And I hate I gotta say these two names again. We'll see it on the Reggie and Rye undercard at 140 probably next year. Let's make it happen. That's all I got. That's all I got, Mo. I'm out, Slim.
All right, my guy. Appreciate the call. Appreciate you rocking out with us as you do on a regular. A lot of callers on Blog Talk. So if you guys want to speak, you got to press 1. Twitter Spaces Ortiz. Make sure to unmute. Talk to us.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Cómo están?
Todo bien, ¿cómo está?
Bien, bien. Listo para hablar de boxeo, mi amigo. So, hey, I agree with the last caller.
Yo, I don't know if you got like Bluetooth or speaker or something, bro, but try to get closer to the phone. Oh, yeah.
C-Dub, call back in, Ortiz. Get off that shit, tooth.
C-Dub, what up?
Yo, what up, man? Everything all right?
Everything kosher, man.
Everything cool, man. Shout out TBV, smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Shout out Danny, Reen, Walt, Ness. This for the hardcores, man. Where they at? They still here?
I don't know.
They still,
Is CYP in the chat?
I showed up. You know what I'm saying? I showed up, man. I'm here, hardcore dub, man. Zepeda had a showcase fight, man. This past weekend, he looked good. Martin did good going to the fight. It was a good look. Ring walk is right. Most people are right. It's the different sides of the street, but that's where let's hop in the time capsule and let's go to next year. If Devin wins and move up and then they vacate, Tank is going to get elevated and he's not going to fight Frank. He's probably going to try to unify or do something else. Frank and Zepeda could fight in the title eliminator. That's how the cross the streets can, get erased, right? A title eliminator between Frank and Zepeda for the WBA.
A title eliminator.
Yeah, because they 2-3.
I mean, sure, they ain't gonna get a shot at the title, but they can fight in the eliminator, of course.
I mean, Frank may, because he's on the same side of the street if he wins. So you would hope, or I'm sure that's what PBC would be hoping.
A shot at the regular? Oh yeah, I mean perhaps.
Nah, if Devin wins and then he moves up and vacates, and Javante gets elevated.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean
right.
That would be what next year though.
Next year.
That the fight happens, not that he moves up, but that the fight happens. That'd probably be next year, or I mean probably next year.
Right, next year. I'm talking about that's what we put in the time capsule. We hop to next year. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is kind of tied up right now. But next year, then we can see this fight happening for realistically, because of the size of the streets. It's not happening next. But to eliminate the barriers, to eliminate the obstacles, that's when it's good for the boxing organizations to step in and order that fight as a title eliminator. So that's what I would like to see. That's the only possibility I could see it happening. And Martin was probably their scouting. If you try to look ahead, you try to look in your crystal ball, and you fighting Zepeda, so he could be there, scouting, man. Shout out TBV, smash that like button.
Yo, but C-Dub, if you scouting, right, you gonna go back and do what? When you scout, you do what? You go back and report. So he got to go back and report to his promoter. This dude is food. Make that fight.
Right. Let's do this. I mean, but the barriers, man, they are there. But they probably would try, because, like you said, it looked like a fight that Frank would win. Everybody kind of picking Frank. Well, most people are picking Frank to win. So, but the title eliminator would be great.
That smells like them not doing it.
I ain't gonna lie.
If everybody picking Frank to win, they might not do it as a Golden Boy promoter. But Danny, I don't want you to lose your thought. You ain't gonna lie, but what?
We dropped the ball, brother. Man, we
all fair, different conversation. What we talking here?
Yeah, no. I just wish we did the Tank and Ryan fight party so quickly, and it turned out to be
good.
Obviously there was some technological errors, bro. But yeah, I think we could have did some this Saturday for Canelo Ryder. To be honest with you,
I don't think so, bro. Who cares about this fight? Who's coming to Vegas? This fight is in Guadalajara, so are people really gonna be here?
I think that.
I don't think our audience is coming. I wish we had more of a Mexican audience, and this ain't a shot at you, but because you are like me, we both are Latinos born in the inner city, so they called me a Dominican Joe. So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm a New Yorker in the eyes of real Dominicans. You feel me? I talk with a slang. I hang with black people. So we don't really get that Latino audience.
I'll show you what we could have did that I think would have
Then we be competing with our friends anyway. They doing something. You know, look, he just texted me like, "Yo, did you promote?" I'm like, "Hell yeah." You feel me? Like, I don't want to. Everybody got to get a shot, man. Fuck it.
Yo, if y'all looking for,
But if you are on Blog Talk, hit that one. We got hella callers. That's a lot of callers. I thought y'all wasn't showing up. So
you
now
got
y'all got to
somebody from
press
Chicago, somebody from Toledo, somebody from Baltimore.
1. Yeah. Be more Jersey in the 609. I see you.
Okay, so 609.
716. That's Niagara Falls.
I'm talking about
646. That's Harlem World. I see y'all there, man. Go ahead and look. So I got a poll. I ain't put it out there because I want to make sure you like the options. Because Danny and the chat, y'all stay playing my options out. Frank Martin wants William Zepeda next. Can Errol Spence make it happen? Option number 1, yes, but Martin must go to the zone. No, wrong sides of the street. Earl needs to call Oscar. Never happening. Dreams only. What you want?
I like that option. I like those options.
All right, well, we rolling with it.
We rolling with them.
We got Discord, Twitter, Blog Talk. We going to some more callers.
Who we got, champ?
I don't know yet, but we about to find out. That was Lemmy. We going into the 609, New Jersey. That's like Trenton area. Down south. Who's this? This is Cash in Jersey. What's up?
Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing this morning?
Chilling.
Blessed, highly favored.
Word. Wait.
That's what I'm talking about.
How you,
yeah,
man?
I
How
just
you
wanted to comment.
feeling?
Yeah, man. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. Pretty good. Working, fasting.
Okay.
Just trying to get my weight down. That's it. But yeah, William Zepeda versus Frank Martin. I think that's a great fight. I think that's still one of those fights where the best is trying to fight the best. I mean, if Frank Martin can't get an Isaac Cruz, what would be the next best fight? I mean, I would think it would be like a William Zepeda.
Green print.
I do throw a slight to William Zepeda because he turned down the Shakur fight, didn't he?
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
So right. So him and Cruz I kinda got at the same level because I don't really like y'all turning down fights like that. So I mean Frank Martin is the next best choice, so I can respect it if he chooses to take that fight. But this is the best fight of the best, so I just hope that I mean it's a better opponent than what Cruz is about to fight.
Oh, wow.
So
You don't like
I'ma just
Giovanni
say
Cabrera? Speak on it. You don't like him?
no, I do. I think he's okay, but I think William Zepeda is a little bit stronger fighter than he is.
Mm-hmm.
So I would give the edge.
So you expecting Pitbull to beat him then?
Yes. By knockout.
Ooh.
C
Okay.
Dub,
By knockout.
stay over there in the chat, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. But yo, keep up the great work, man. I appreciate y'all for what y'all do. You guys have a great day.
Appreciate
my
you,
guy.
Cash.
You
Enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. Straight like that. Boxing in Baltimore. What up?
Yeah, I'm back, baby. Hey, I hope y'all boys can hear me. I got a couple things to say.
We hear you perfect.
Zepeda ain't fighting. All right, Zepeda ain't fighting Frank Martin. You can forget about it. You know he can't beat him. And Golden Boy just took that big knot, that lump on the head from putting Ryan in with Tank.
I mean,
So
there
they
ain't no
can't
lump
risk-
when you make 1.2 million pay-per-view buys, champ. Just remember that.
No, not lump. I'm saying they took a lump because Ryan lost the fight. Of course, if you go to do cross promotion, you want your fighter to win, correct?
Yeah, but with that
Even though
type
it was
of
a win
exposure, and you losing to the biggest puncher, if not in the division, in the sport, I mean,
He ain't in a losing position.
Yeah, Ryan
you
ain't
know what I'm
lose
saying?
nothing.
No, I ain't saying that he lost the fight. He won financially, his pockets, and he's set from now. But Golden Boy, as a company, they on a decline. Can we agree to that? Because Ryan leaving Golden Boy. Let's get that clear. But
so?
Zepeda ain't fighting even.
Everybody seen that tweet. That's all they could think of.
No, he gone. But Zepeda ain't fighting Frank Martin just like Pitbull wouldn't fight Shakur. They mandated that, and then Pitbull said no, thank you. So it don't matter if they mandate these fights; these guys not gonna fight, especially if the promotional company thinks that the guy can't win. They're not gonna match him up. Now, I would like to say this before I go because I know I'm on a time frame. I like the guy Jesus Ramos. These boys are dogs, and the boy Villa that beat Rashidi Ellis. They them real fighters from South America that fight anybody and don't turn down no smoke. I like them young boys, but with that I'm saying I'm gone, man. Y'all stay up.
Appreciate you, Counterpunch, Ron Boy Fresh on Twitter.
But last I checked,
Yo,
Jesus Ramos is from Arizona.
Mexican.
Descends from Mexico.
I mean, he made one mistake.
That's North
He
America.
made one mistake, and I don't think he grouped them in. I think he said Jesus Ramos, I like him, and then he was like, you know, them South Americans, Villa, you know what I'm saying? But damn, why you being a stickler? What up, Ron Boy?
Hey, nah, I just want to say one thing, man. I sort of disagree with my man that just said that these fighters won't fight. It depends on the fight if they mandate it. My whole thing is we can definitely get the fight. We can definitely get these fights. The sanctioning bodies just need to do their job. The WBC got a clear path to giving us pretty much the fights we just asked for, right?
Yep.
All we need once you see what I'm saying, Ness and Danny, if they order, keep in mind, once them belts get vacated, Shakur will be mandated to fight who? Zepeda. The winner of that will most likely be mandated to fight who? Frank Martin. Those are your fights right there. All this shit should happen technically under the WBC rule. All these fights should happen in less than what's that? We should have 3 months after
I
the
don't
belts
know.
is vacated.
I don't know, champ. I ain't trying to take your time, but it might be
No,
Shakur and
no, no,
Isaac. It might be Shakur and Isaac. If
no, no,
Isaac,
no. Isaac going. No, no, no. Listen. That's Isaac going to the IBF route. They already said that. He's going to IBF route.
yeah,
They're not worried
but
about
think about it. He didn't take the eliminator with Shakur because it ain't for a belt. If
that.
Devin vacates and they ask him again because he's number 2 and Shakur's number 3,
Right.
so if they ask him
But
again, like,
you
yo, for
can't.
the vacant, he'll take
No, no,
that.
no, no, no. But that's not how that. That's not how that. Once he reject that shit, they're going to boot him down.
I mean,
Everybody else is fighting in that division.
he's at number 2. I'm looking at the I'm a
But
screen share.
I know, but they're going once Zepeda just came off a win, correct?
Yeah.
He's going to get boosted up. Frank
Yeah, but
should be fighting
Zepeda,
this summer.
remember, he might not though. Think about it. Zepeda just won a WBA Continental yesterday.
Yeah, that is the WBA. That is a WBA. I agree to that. I definitely agree. I just think if they go the WBC route, they'll make that shit happen. We can get the joints, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to just the sanctioning bodies stop taking this money from these promotional companies and just order the proper fights. Mo, we'll get these fights, Mo. That's it.
Well,
But
I
that's all
think
I
it's a
got for
little
that
bit
shit.
more than
Go.
ordering. I think, like Danny said that a while ago, and I think it's the best option. If I order
Is
you
what?
as the WBC to fight Isaac Cruz and Shakur, and then Isaac says no, I don't want to fight Shakur. I need to bump you down. But if you look at the rankings,
Right.
Isaac said no, and he's still number 2. So that's why
Yeah, but
everything is wrong.
I got you.
You gotta bump
No,
them
no, no.
dudes down.
But remember, they still got but see the ranking. Wait, are you looking at the WBC ranking, or are you looking at the ranking in actual like in a like say a boxing scene? Because it's not updated in certain spots.
Yeah, I mean the
And
last
remember, the
time they
ranking
updated
the
it was the
ranking still be
6.
updated.
They got to
Right.
re-update
So
because Shakur fought.
they
A lot
re-up
of
it.
people fought.
Yeah,
Let me check
exactly.
if
That's what I was getting at.
let me check
Yeah.
if they
So
sent
if
me
you look
some.
at they still have to redo the rankings and then they gotta vote on some shit. You know how the game go. But I think Isaac Cruz is going that IBF route. That's gonna leave a clear path to the WBC. And you right that shit was I forgot that shit yesterday was for that WBA shit. And even still, if it's the WBA mode, they can't order them shits, man. Just order the fights already, Slim. This shit is out. This shit crazy.
Yeah, I
But
want to see them
that's my
get
whole.
dropped. They need to get dropped, bro. If you
Yeah,
Word.
turn
they
that
need to get
shit
dropped. You
down,
see what I'm saying,
But
Danny?
if you
not
turn
They
that
need to
shit
not
get
down,
dropped.
if
Yeah.
you
but
turn that
not
shit
just a few
down,
slots. You got to get dropped like out the top 10. Like a few slots is
Yeah,
not enough
but they'll
because
still
you
get
could
behind.
still negotiate. If you only got dropped a few slots, somebody else still could offer you a fight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But they need to also hurry up and make get Frank a fight this summer. I don't know what the fuck going on. They need to get him a fight this summer
Frank ain't
before.
fought since December of what, last year?
Yeah,
look, bro. This how you
yeah,
do it. This how you do it,
Mm.
right? So,
Brian, good
so
looking out.
if somebody rank, let's say
yeah.
like I'm trying to order 3 and 4 to fight each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm trying to get a fight for number 3. If 4 say no, 4 drop to 9. Everybody else bump up a spot. You know what I'm saying? You drop 5 spots. 5 spot drop. So from wherever you rank, it's a 5 spot drop. That way it ain't, well, he said no. How is he? No, 5 spot drop. You do a 5 spot drop from wherever the fuck you ranked previously if you turn down an eliminator. Because we need the people that's in the rankings that's actually gonna fight, yo.
No, that's willing to fight. You know what I mean? Like you got ranked for a reason. And
Like the rankings are only there for the title.
the paraphrase quote from his dad, which I'm told is close to the quote, Cruz didn't want to fight Shakur because his father said he runs around, and Cruz's dad said in an interview that they want fighters that don't run. So, not to mention, I don't remember Shakur running. I mean, I do get the last minute or last few seconds of the Valdez fight. He did, do some Oscar De La Hoya Tito Trinidad stuff, but you know what I mean? You can't call that running because that's not the whole fight. That being said, phone lines are still open, and we going to the next caller. Treese was good.
What up, dog?
What up?
What up, dog? Shit, nothing much, chilling. I'm listening to the show today. I don't know. I feel like the Zepeda cat don't want to fight. I ain't get to see his fight. I got to see some of the highlights. You feel me? I seen one of his fights before, but it's like I feel like he probably don't want this Frank Martin fight though. Like y'all saying, like if he feel like I don't even know if he feel like he could win the fight. So I feel like the Golden Boy promotions ain't gonna let him take the fight. And then it's like, especially since we seeing all this upset type shit, like how my man beat, like Frank Martin already pulled one over on the with the Muhammad Ali looking like cat was that's Michelle Rivera.
Mm-hmm.
Pull one over on. You see me? So it's like I'm sure that's the Zepeda looking at that shit like, damn, all I gotta do is wait. Like, damn, if I can wait him out for the Devin Haney fight. And that's basically all he got to wait for. Really, what the fuck is waiting? What, couple weeks? What's that? 3 weeks? 3 weeks out for that fight. You feel me? Boom. I feel like he just biding his time. Wait for the belts to go vacant. I want to see, man. I don't know, man. I agree with Buddy though. Frank Martin do need to get a fucking fight by this summer. I don't know what the fuck going on. And you talking about Earl need to promote the fight? Fuck that. Earl need to be trying to promote the fight with Bud. Fuck the nonsense.
I mean, he's a promoter. He's Frank's promoter. Frank ain't fought since last year.
He's a fighter.
Hey,
fighter.
So then he shouldn't have signed Frank because you got Frank sitting.
Yeah, you right. I don't like it though. That shit I'm talking about though. See, because it's like now I feel like this now as a fan, this shit got me thinking like, damn, is this weighing in on Earl? Like him trying to juggle multiple contracts that's not his own. Is this something that could be holding us up from the Bud fight? You see me?
Nah.
But I don't know. That shit.
Nah.
You don't think? You don't think?
Hell no.
I don't know, man. The Ring magazine put out heavy rumors.
In reality, these guys, like for example, Earl, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that got they promotion, they got the fighters, they still with Al though. You get what I'm saying? Like they ain't doing the leg work. Somebody on the PBC side is doing the leg work. You get what I'm saying? Devin Haney, he got a fighter on the card. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a co-promotion, bro. We working together, so of course the people with Earl he ain't taking that stress. You know what I'm saying? Devin ain't taking that stress. Charlo ain't taking that stress. Whoever got fighters, they ain't taking that stress. So
I want to.
Trice, thanks for calling in, champ. I got Demo says was definitely $5 super chat. Says I was definitely tuned in. He's a hard puncher, but Martin movement and IQ is too much. We'll see, man. I mean, look, I ain't doubting Martin no more because I definitely didn't pick him, thinking that Michelle had more, world level experience. Martin is very composed, very not conservative but accurate with his punches, and doesn't waste them. He's not just throwing unnecessary shots. So it's a good fight, but he's gonna have to be on superb defense because he's going to have more punches than normal coming at him. Now, can he slow down Zepeda and make him not be his normal self because how good Frank is? Quite possibly. Swift in a 7-1.
Or even on a simpler level, Nas, maybe forget how good, how strong is that power gonna slow Zepeda down? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
people.
because you are reluctant to punch or throw a
Absolutely.
punch when you're getting hit with
When you're
something.
throwing 1,000 punches a fight, Papa, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be open to get caught with
No,
one
and
as
if you get
well.
caught with something that you feel, you might stop throwing 1,000 punches. But Swift in the 718, he says $5 super chat. If a grown man who promotes himself can't cross the street without holding mommy and daddy's hand, then he's scared. So I don't understand that. Um, who promotes himself? Because Frank is under Man Down Promotions. So I don't know who else would he be talking about. Is he talking about Earl not taking the Cotto fight a long time ago?
I don't know.
Rocky Rodriguez, $5 super chat, says, if Zepeda fights Martin, tell him to pack his notebook and pencil because he getting taken to school. Okay. So another person that believes Martin wins the fight. So, you have to assume that makes it even more difficult to make, right? Like if Golden Boy is hearing that they believe their guy is going to lose, how likely are they to put him in there, especially when all up and down the DAZN telecast, what they were saying was next for their guy was Mercito Gesta. I got Fred Robinson with a $5 super chat. He says, WBC is always sabotaging boxing. Mauricio has to get out of the way. I don't know that it's Mauricio. I think it's the fighters. Mauricio he mandates the fights. If these fighters would fight, then we wouldn't have this issue. Do we have an occasional issue with Mauricio giving a person a title or sanctioning a franchise where he shouldn't? Yeah, but outside of that, we would have had great fights in the beginning of this year. Core would have been fighting Isaac Cruz. Shadeja Green would have been fighting Raquel Miller. Like, there was a lot of shit that got ordered that didn't happen because these fighters don't want to fight. These promoters are not trying to lose their investment.
Not trying to get off topic, but just something to point out. And hopefully I remember to point it out. 12 o'clock show. This Saturday, though, for the Canelo pay per view, starting earlier than usual. Starting
5
4
o'clock?
p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
According to DAZN, however, Canelo's ring walk isn't expected until 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. So I guess it's a pretty lengthy pay per view.
Well, I did hear someone was on the on the undercard, but
yes,
I don't know
so
who could quite possibly be on the undercard to take all that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many fights they're showing. Co-main event of the night is a title fight: Julio Cesar Martinez versus Ronald Batista. That's for the WBC World Fly. And then you got Gabriel Valenzuela fighting Steve Spark. That's for the WBA.
Oh wait, Steve Spark the beat.
Montana
Okay,
Love.
who's
yes,
he
sir.
fighting?
Gabriel Valenzuela. Gabriel Valenzuela is 26-3. He just beat he lost to Montana by decision last year, and then he just beat Yves Ulysses Jr. in Canada.
Okay, so
yeah.
Well. I think I know that dude Ulysses, but I think he lost a couple times.
Then you have Alexander Vozdik, right?
Uh-huh.
He's fighting a no name on that undercard as well. So then hopefully they show it because I would be interested. And this is some hardcore shit, right? This is some hardcore shit. People this is shit, most people just don't know. So on that undercard, you have a guy turning pro, Jesus Larios, right? Jesus Larios is the son of former champ Oscar Larios, who had a very, very tough fight with Manny Pacquiao. Oscar Larios is the first fighter ever under the tutelage of Chepo and Eddie Reynoso. It's where it started from. That was their first world champ. and so his son is turning pro on that undercard. And then you also have the nephew of Canelo returning to the ring. He's 6-0. Johansson Alvarez.
Johansson.
Johansson. He has 5 knockouts. I'm 6-0, 5 KOs, 1 draw.
Oh, he already got a draw like Canelo.
Like Canelo early in his career.
Yo, did you watch the rise of Canelo on the Zone? Of course not.
Nah, champ. I told you I got rid of the
I
Zone.
think it was actually analyzing Canelo on the Zone. But I got Jamal Davis, $5 super chat, says, smash that like button. Frank and Zepeda can happen. Man, I hope the boxing guys believe you. I really do. Really, really do. But if you want to call in, the number to call, 1425
569
52
41. Press 1.
Big Boss.
Una vez.
What up?
Solamente una vez.
Yo, Nets, Danny, you can hear me?
Perfect.
Yep. What up?
Yeah, man. Just to piggyback off some of the other callers, I definitely like the BC ordering them fights that they did last year. I know we didn't get all of them, but I just feel like some of the other government bodies should do that shit too. Cause I know we got Benavidez and Plant and Tiafimo and Sandor Martin. I know it was supposed to be I think it was like Wilder and Ruiz,
Yep.
Thurman and Spence. It was supposed to be some other Fulton and Figueroa again. Like they ordered hella good ass fights. We didn't get all of them. But
And
like
that's
I
because
said, shit,
other
they can't
people
make
had
them fight.
plans. They had plans. Fulton wanted to fight a new way, and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Wilder
know.
and Ruiz
Yeah.
wanted a certain amount of money for that fight. So
Yeah, facts. But like I said, I know I ain't in the business, but I mean, shit, if the governing bodies would do that, I would like it more. But it's all up to the fighters to fight at the end of the day. Now going back to Zepeda, I ain't like one of the callers said, I ain't high on none of these fighters who turn down fights. Like I was talking to one of my homies the other day about Gary Russell, the one at 140, but I ain't even know he ducked Puello, however you say his fucking name, the nigga who popped dirty. I ain't even know he ducked that smoke. So it's like same with Zepeda. Like I don't even see why he would jump in there with Frank Martin if he already ducked the Shakur smoke. Like Shakur just probably beat him up real bad. Frank Martin probably gonna knock him out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what route Zepeda gonna take. Like you said, he need to just wait till he get a vacant title shot and just go from there. Stay away from them top boys because he ain't gonna win. But I'm out of here. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button.
appreciate you, champ. I just want to remind everybody we are going to be featuring quite a few of our callers. We've already started to do it on our Instagram via Reels, and we're going to be featuring more callers on our Shorts on YouTube. So again, that makes it more important for you to have good audio quality because obviously we really can't clip shitty calls. Malcolm.
Yo, what's going on? Y'all hear me?
We hear you. What up?
Good morning, TVV. Yo,
Buenos
so
dias.
this whole Zepeda Frank Martin thing, I hope the fight can happen. If the fight doesn't happen, he needs to leave Golden Boy. And this has to do straight out of
Damn,
protection.
wait a minute. Wait, bro. I ain't even gonna ring the bell. Think about what you're saying, because y'all be calling it here crazy. Golden Boy is main eventing Zepeda. They're main eventing Zepeda. He needs to leave Golden Boy if he can't get a Frank Martin
All
fight.
right, now listen, this it's gonna sound crazy, but this is what I'm trying to get at, right? If he first off, from what came out, he didn't turn down the Shakur fight, right? It was Oscar De La Hoya who turned it down. If fighters want to fight everybody, then you might have to go to the right promoter. If Golden Boy turns this down, let's say somehow they get an offer, and he turns down Frank Martin, then what? When you look at the top names,
yeah, but you understand. I hope you understand that Golden Boy can't turn down an offer without showing it to, because it's hard for me to pronounce that word, but it's fiduciary duty to show your client the offer. Like, you understand? They can't turn it down. So that narrative that you building,
So
that
what
they
was the
turned
exact
it.
thing with Stevenson then? If I'm wrong, I'll take the L on
I
that.
mean, I don't know what you're trying to say. All I'm trying to tell you and explain to you and educate you on is that Pitbull and Zepeda cannot turn down an offer. Like an offer can't be turned down by their promoter. They gotta also see it. They gotta also see it. It's their job. Like the promoter is not your boss. He works for you.
All right. So with when they got the Shakur offer, who turned it down exactly? Because from what I've read, it was saying that De La Hoya turned it down. He's the one that tweeted
But
it.
that's what I'm
Shakur,
telling you. Listen to me. Listen to me. You and I are doing business, right? You and I are
uh-huh.
doing business. Every year we gotta file taxes. So do you think that it's okay for me to A, take funds out of the account, or B, accept funds into the account without talking to you? No, it's not okay. So of course, when De La Hoya gets this offer, the fighter sees it. So if the fighter wants it, guess what's gonna happen? Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. That's what's gonna happen. It's not any other way. You can't. The
well,
promoter. The
'cause
promoter
from what
can't
I've
turn
seen,
down an offer for you.
all right. So from what I've seen, so if you're right, then you're right. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But from what I have seen on the internet,
What
it
did you
just looked
see?
like Golden Boy
Tell us
turned
what
it
you
down.
see.
And if they did turn it down,
Where's the article
if
on?
they did turn it down, it was after making him aware that hey, you can fight this eliminator if you're interested.
But I don't think you should. We got a plan for you.
Yeah, wasn't that fight already an eliminator though?
The Shakur, yeah.
All right, I guess because I've seen it on there's articles is everywhere else, and I've seen it on Three Kings Boxing.
And I
But I
love
mean,
them.
either
I
way, if
love
I'm
them.
wrong,
Reputable.
I'll take the L on that.
But
You know
you're
what I'm
not
saying?
you're not wrong on anything other than not knowing that just because the promoter is the one that turned it down doesn't mean that the fighter didn't as well. Because it doesn't work any other way.
Uh-huh. Well, all right, listen. Well, I just want the best to fight the best. I don't see him beating Frank Martin. He's too calm, composed. He's gonna box his ears off.
Like think about
Him
it.
and Cruz will be.
Even Maxie Hughes just told us that, right? Like he was like, "Yo, I got an offer to fight Ryan. They showed it to me. It was more money than I ever made in my career. I wanted it, but my promoter didn't want it. So they didn't see eye to eye, so they didn't take the offer. You know what I'm saying?
But isn't it the
Because
fighter's choice?
he believed his promoter. His promoter said he was worth more for that fight. But Maxie told us, like, he said I deserve more, but honestly, that was more money than I ever made. You understand? But he still believed in his promoter. He should have said, no, fuck that. This is more money than I ever made. I'm signing. You understand? It's still up to the fighter.
I feel and it's just I understand. You know, you might be getting lowballed, but if you want to have like those big fights, and if you pull some shit off, it's big for your name. Ryan, a good example was Ryan. Even though he already had a big name, De La Hoya didn't want him to take the tank fight, and he just did
took
whatever it
it.
took.
And that's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
explain to you.
and
So
I
you
mean,
answering your own question. You answering your own question. It's the fighter.
I'm just
It's
saying.
the fighter that says yes and no. But you got into a million hours for that short lesson there. But it's the fighter. At the end of the day, it is the fighter. You understand? Fighter. Lack of communication will get you in a position where Canelo's at. So I don't want any smarty pants calling in. Well, what about Canelo? Canelo had an issue with Oscar for how many years? Do you remember as a fan? The point is, so many years that
4 or 5 years.
the reports are Googleable that that Canelo, right, was only communicating with De La Hoya via lawyers and emails.
Correct.
Okay, so when he lost his IBF, that was because lack of communication. That wasn't because the promoter made any decisions for him, but that's because Canelo ass was on some boozy shit. I don't want to talk to you, talk to my lawyers. And then shit got lost in translation. He ended up losing that IBF and it went vacant. But that's still not even like these scenarios where these are offers, you know. We got Nizza in Philly. What up?
What up, Ness? What up, Danny?
How are
What
you?
up?
Chilling. So I just had I like this fight, but my only question is, would y'all? So I'm guessing, would y'all rather see this fight over the Keyshawn fight?
No. I'm more invested in Keyshawn than I am in Zepeda.
Okay.
And Martin in my community is a bigger name more than Zepeda. I would only like the Zepeda fight for either one of them two because it's the green print. They get their name out, and so does the Latino fighter. The Latino fighter gets introduced to the urban community and vice versa.
I think that the build up for the Keyshawn and Martin fight would be a lot more entertaining.
I don't know. Martin strikes me as this too cool to get upset type of dude. He seems very mellow and like straight, right? Like I can't see him getting vexed and hype. He don't show me that.
I just think it's gonna get a
He's
lot
like
of people.
a calm,
He's
like
gonna get a lot of
stare you
people
down
going.
type dude.
You get what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be a lot of shit talking. You know, there's relationships on both ends. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about between the fighters, but as a whole, I think there's gonna be a bigger build up for Martin and for Keyshawn fight.
I mean, you right, because it is going to be like the Bud team versus the Earl team, too. Can't forget that.
Right.
Keyshawn is trained by Bomac.
True. Because I like the Frank and the Zepeda fight. I think it's a good fight. But I was just thinking like which fight, because I feel like this is an entertaining fight, but I feel like the build up for like the Keyshawn and Frank fight, like y'all was saying, would be more entertaining. But I'm assuming that this fight is probably more easier to make than the Keyshawn fight, since a lot of people are they're like,
I don't know, because at least Top Rank has more stars. So if Keyshawn lose, they could keep it moving. Where Golden Boy, you know, they got Virgil, Zepeda, Ryan, and it starts to get dim.
Very dim.
But I got a couple super chats.
We got to get to.
If you want to call in, go ahead and call in. The number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. $5 fat one. Mad Bent in Kansas City says Zepeda versus Frank Martin. Great fight. That fight will happen. Different sides of the street won't matter. Made money with Williams. So did I. Shout out to everybody that tuned into the betting show. I told y'all. I gave him Victor Morales. I did. Underdog, plus 200 across the board on multiple sites. My man got the knockout.
Parlayed it?
Oh, yeah. I told him to parlay with the KO with William. And guess what else I did?
What you do, champ?
Not alone, though, Danny.
What you do, champ?
With the help of the lone soldier, Trav FDY, we recommended a bare knuckle boxing fight. And I said, yo, I don't normally do this shit, but come on, bruh. You got a 25-year-old kid fighting Mike Alvarado with no gloves on. Yeah, Mile High Mike. Mile High. My man's name is Mile High from Colorado. He been smoking weed, man.
From Denver, Colorado.
My man's face been getting cut with 8-ounce gloves. Imagine no ounces. Bruh, we put the baggie on him. I opened up a whole new account just to bet on that bitch. And I screenshotted it.
How much you win?
I put 200. And I'm mad I ain't go harder because I'm a pussy. I ain't like the other dudes that be out here betting thousands. I wish I would have. I swear to God, I wish I would have. My man
bet 200?
200. Without even blinking. I swear to God, no fear.
How much you win?
Double. Because I caught him at minus 105. He caught him because he caught him early. He put me on late. He caught him at like fucking plus 125. And he did it. Bro, I ain't even know. He's such an expert. I'm so happy that we got him on our community, bro. He's such an expert. He's like, bro, you can multiple bet. Like, I could have bet another 200 and another 200 and another 200 until they stopped me. He did that with hundreds until they stopped. He got off like 10 of them bitches. Nah, he killed it.
I ain't gonna.
And then he bets on like 5 different sites. He's a gambler for real. Like he's a pro. He's trying to get up to spending 5,000.
Bro, I wish I had just the abilities, bro. Because over the weekend, so it was a baseball series.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
Why you always gotta kill my mood, man?
because
Think of
you-
Kendrick right now.
Bro, you talking other sports? I don't watch
No,
that
that's
bare
Mike
knuckle shit.
Alvarado's a boxer.
Bro, they don't even fight in the boxing
No,
ring.
I'm giving
Fuck
my
you.
boxing
So what?
audience. I showed you
Bro,
a chance to capitalize
You
off a
know
shot
baseball.
boxer. This
You
guy
know
want to talk
baseball.
about
Listen
baseball.
listen to me. You Dominican motherfucker.
Oh,
You know
man.
baseball.
My dad's not here, bro. I don't.
Bro,
I'm second generation, bro. I'm born here.
They playing
Why
left
he
field.
doing this?
Look,
Why
left
he
field.
doing this,
Listen to
y'all?
me. Left field was like
Super chats.
303 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they hit 11 fucking home runs. Bro, when I seen the game in Mexico City, I'm like 303 feet. I'm like, bro, this shit gonna be bad in practice. That's all I said. I legit said, I'm like, bro, this shit about to be bad in practice.
But you ain't make a
First
bet.
fucking game, 11 home runs. Bro, why my cousin sent me
screenshots?
Bro, he did the same shit until they ain't let him no more.
Damn.
Like 3 racks.
Oh, I'm telling you.
3 racks threw down until they ain't let him no more.
People killing it out here. If you got balls, you got balls, man. Like, but my balls are growing. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? As Canelo would say, you know what? I got chingongs. Because I used to be.
You got what?
That's not it. What y'all call it?
Huevos?
Oh, that's what y'all say? Oh, we all say that then. So I definitely, my huevos is growing because I was $1 to $5. Then I graduated from 1 to 10. Then occasionally I would make my 20 and 40. You know, like we just dropped 50 the other day on Rosado to go to over. You know, here and there, dropped the 40. Like I did drop 40 on Morales, straight play decision. Fucker got the knockout. So thank God for my bare knuckle play. You know what I'm saying? But I did.
When's the last time you saw him fight?
Who, Morales?
Yeah.
No, bro. It ain't about that. First of all, I seen him train. Second of all, I called Sean and Ken. That's the beauty that you get when you fuck with us. Like, we going to use all our resources.
You, champ. I hear you, but why'd you think the decision?
Because he ain't got no power. He got 7 knockouts. He wasn't supposed to get that knockout. Diego's just looked this so old. You got to watch the fucking highlights. Diego looks like a no-frills Marquez, bro. He really in his face, he really turned into Marquez. And he got old, bro. He's so old right now. He probably going to retire off this loss because, let's be real, he underachiever. It's just a last name.
Yeah, I never...
He been a prospect all his career.
I never...
They was still calling him a prospect on that telecast.
Bro, I was watching him as a fan. I never thought shit of him. I never thought he was shit, to be quite frank with you.
Is it going to be...
But yeah. I don't know
I'm trying to, because I don't want to give out false information, but it looks like Jared Anderson, the real big baby, comes home. Anderson to announce upcoming bout at Tuesday press conference. There it goes, in Toledo. So
I told you this.
It's not even a virtual.
You actually knew about it. You asked me, and I got back to you like 6 hours later.
I asked you about a date, and I said, whose press conference is this? And then, yes, you did confirm, but I forgot. But you didn't say, did you tell us that it was going to be in? Because this is big for him.
I told you.
It's not a virtual. That shows they're spending some money. You got to keep that in mind as an audience that, like, you know, some of these guys get virtuals. Like, Broner got upset. He got a virtual. You know,
motherfucker ain't show up to his in-person press conference.
And that's fine. And that's fine. I'm just making a point. Fundora and Mendoza got a virtual. Fundora and Mendoza got a virtual. So, you know, and that was a pretty decent fight. So shout out to Jared. So the mayor is gonna be there. Bob Arum will be there. The city councilwoman, Venice Williams. And doesn't look like the opponent is going to be there, so it's all about him.
What time is the press conference?
Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Damn, early. 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wow. Okay. They want to cut into my time, huh? Oh, you want to compete with me? Damn, Jared. Yo, what's up with your mans? Can you get the rights to a simulcast since he cutting into our
I mean,
our
our
time?
show technically supposed to be over at 9.
You're right. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
man.
You're right. You're right. And we can force stop so that we can watch it to do the review. Unless you going,
I
we
mean,
still waiting. We still waiting to hear your excitement level.
I mean, are you gonna?
I got Raider Reaper $2 super chat says, "Can y'all do a review of the Canelo versus Ryder undercard?" We certainly plan to, my friend. We have a Canelo show for you this afternoon. It is fight week. Technically don't start till tomorrow though. Capicu $5 super chat. Martin versus Jojo Diaz and Zepeda versus Beryanchek would be some dope fights. Jojo is a good name on the resume, and Beryanchek would be a barn burner. I guess that's okay, and maybe they can get it because I'm sure Golden Boy probably releases JoJo at this point after 4 straight losses. But is that what you want for Frank? A dude all in 4 straight losses? Like, really?
That's what intrigues you?
Eso es lo que tú quieres ver, papá. Big Gucci Nick, what up?
Dímelo.
Big Gucci.
What up, man?
What up?
Shout out TB. Shout out Ringwalk Danny. CEO Ness. Yo, great show, man. Y'all keep up the great work. Man, Zepeda versus Frank Martin would be a fire fight, man. That's a great fight. And I actually could see it happening too. This isn't one of them crazy fights, the fans are clamoring for, man. Those are the fights that don't happen. But the fights like Zepeda Williams versus Frank Martin, that's a fight that could happen, man. Look at what happened. Frank Martin versus Rivera happened. Why can't this happen? It's around the same level of fight. And to be honest, this is this fight would bring him up only slightly because Zepeda has that continental title or whatever. But it's a step in the right direction, man, because he's gonna be going forward. So I hope they make this fight happen, man. Spence versus Crawford undercard. Let's go, baby. But that's my call, man. Like I said, everybody smash that like, man. Pound for pound, best podcast on the planet.
Appreciate you. Honestly, it would be more realistic for a Spence Crawford undercard if Crawford would have took that deal with Golden Boy. Then I can see them each getting a fighter on the undercard, and it made more sense. But yeah, hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like Earl can't say, "Hey, Oscar, me and Crawford are fighting on such and such date. Do you want to co-promote the co-main event with Frank Martin on that undercard?" But this is a perfect world where everybody fucking gets along, you know what I mean, and does the right thing for the sport. Ronnie in Phoenix, I already memorized your number. What it do, champ?
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing today, man?
All good.
Yeah, I like Cameron, but I don't know if he can hang with Frank Martin, man. I think Frank Martin's got a little too much skills for him, bro. But I'd like to see the fight. It'd be a good fight, man. I think the word you were looking for, Ness, was cojones, no?
Cojones.
Yeah.
But he said
Yeah, I
chingon,
think that
bro.
was the word you're looking for.
So I don't. And then he
Yeah,
did the
yeah.
gesture with his hand. So I'm like, nah, bro, that's
Tuesday,
huevos.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just wanted to tune in, man. I stay hardcore, man. I see you on the weekends. I try to fucking tune in every chance I get, bro. I had to watch the replay of the fight, so man, I didn't even. And I fast forward. My wife was like, "Hey, I'm just trying to see the fucking fight. I know." You know what I'm saying? She wanted to see the Zepeda fight, so I fast forwarded all the way to that. And then something just caught me where the fight I seen that Diego had lost, man, and I was like, "What the?" I'll be honest, I never followed his career, but I know the name for a long time, man. And yeah, I seen that fucking second round knockout. I was like, "Oh shit, okay." So the next morning, I woke up and I rewound and watched. Now the first fight was pretty boring, bro. I know you're talking about that dude Stevens or whatever this morning, but man, they were hard to watch. I ain't gonna lie, man. But
What,
yeah,
the
that's my call.
kid
You guys,
Stevens with
you guys.
Ronnie?
What's up?
The kid Stevens with Ronnie?
The one that fought the old man.
Yeah, they fought Peribang. Shout out to you,
There you go.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for fucking watching that shit, bro. I watched it too because he was trained by Ronnie Shields. And yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
no,
it was hard to
I watched.
watch. He was so patient and flat-footed, bro. Like it was like he had no urgency in his body whatsoever. That shit was crazy, man. I hope Ronnie like
I seen the knockouts, bro, and I was like, hell yeah. At some point, he's gonna explode and get this dude out of there. But nah, it just never came, man.
word crazy.
But thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys, bro. Thank you guys for everything you do, man. You guys make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you, man. You guys have a good day.
Appreciate you, champ.
Appreciate it, my guy. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Let's keep it moving. If you want to call in, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button right now. If you're on my line and you're calling from a phone, you got to press 1 at least one time, and we're going to get you on the line so that you can voice your opinion. Loco on Twitter. What up?
Morning, fellas. How y'all doing?
What up?
Straight. How about yourself?
Bring walk, Danny. Appreciate y'all continuing the podcast, keeping the momentum going. Y'all real as fuck, and y'all support boxing more than anybody I know. So appreciate it. Um, what I will say is, it's good for Frank Martin to fight guys like Rivera and Zepeda and get all these ranked guys out of the conversation. So when Haney vacates, then there won't be any conversation whether he deserves a title shot or a vacant title fight or a tank fight or anything like that. Cream rises to the top, but the cream rises to the top before the belts, disperse to all the other sanctioning bodies, and everybody's fighting over a title shot. So I think it's a good fight. I think he beats him. Like you said, just uh, one of the earlier callers in the beginning. Just I think the athleticism. I think they both are very, very good at boxing, and I just think Frank's athleticism is a little better. His footwork's a little better. Punch placement, things of that nature. So, but that's all I got. But I got a question for Danny though.
Was
How
good.
you like that draft?
Man, I
What
was
you
happy.
grade the draft?
I
Grade
mean,
the draft.
I was happy. First round. First of all, trading away the pick, they did something great with it. DJ Moore is a weapon for my man Justin Fields, and then they got a big boy to protect his ass. He needed protection, and they got a big ass teddy bear. So I'm happy with it. I'd give it a B. Overall. Some defensive help as well in the later round. So yeah, I'm definitely happy. But Nets don't want to hear that shit. So moving on
I'm
to the
just saying,
next
if
caller.
Danny was a true hustler, he would just start like the multi-sport voice. It would be a sister channel. He could use the studio, change out the logo, and give y'all what y'all want. But you feel me? He got dreams of being Howard Cosell. No, what was Ali's guy?
Howard Cosell.
That's your dream then. What up? Ryan Garcia's little brother? Nah, I'm joking. What's up, Sean?
Definitely
Hey,
Howard
yo,
inspired. What up, though?
did you see the new WBA rankings? They updated them.
Oh,
They got Williams Zepeda number 1,
nice.
and they got Keyshawn at number 10. So what if Williams Zepeda's number 1? He should just wait for the title shot, right?
I mean, of course, but he's got to wait for a vacant. He's got to wait for Haney to vacate, for Tank to get elevated, and then for him to
That's
get
perfect.
ordered.
Perfect timeline because if Devin wins, he say regardless next year he's vacating. So Williams Zepeda takes a tune-up, Mercedo Jesta, and by next year we'll fight Tank for the title.
I mean, we'll see.
That's all I got.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Who is next? Okay, phone lines. What we got
Phone
here?
lines jumping.
What we got here? Oh, I think it's my peoples from yesterday. Shout out to everybody tuned into my Sunday evening show, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we do the weekend wrap up for all fights. Every weekend we're here. Doesn't matter if there's a Super Bowl or none of that whack shit. Boxing every Sunday. We are here and have been here for years. Uh-oh. New caller in North Carolina. Who's this?
Who we got?
What's up? What's up? The 336 number?
Yes, sir.
What's up? What's going on, fellas?
What's your
All right, so I
name?
gotta admit, like I'm a hardcore. Oh, sorry, Marcus. Actually live in Orlando now, so it's
Okay.
a North Carolina number, but
Shout out
that's my
sunny
college number.
Florida,
Yeah,
man. Shout out Florida. Marcus
yeah,
in
yeah.
Orlando. Talk to us.
So I just started listening and tuning into your show last week obviously because of the big fight, but I just started training boxing again this year. So I'm getting back into it or whatnot. But I have a couple of questions, and this is like a true casual fan question, but I'm trying to learn the sport more because the UFC, MMA, you just have like the major promotions, and if they cross promote, then that's like a big deal. But here you have like the IBF, whatever you call it, the WBC, WBO. How does that work when because I see a lot of champions have like multiple belts, and then I guess like when you collect all the belts, then you become the undisputed, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. So how does it work where, because I heard someone mention like the WBO or something like that ordered this type of fight. Like, I guess boxing is kind of confusing when it's like you have all these promotions, but do the promotions work with each other sometimes? They co-promote? How does that work?
Sometimes they work with
Sometimes.
each other. Sometimes they co-promote. Usually when it makes the most sense for both entities like Tank and Ryan. Those were two separate entities coming together. But where are you in Orlando? You got a gym? Cause I got a boxing gym for you if you're trying to get back into boxing. I got a guy that's part of our community that he trains every single day. He's in his 30s, listens to the show, spars, all that greatness, and he's in Orlando. Actually, he's in
Yeah.
Deltona, but you know.
So I go to Orlando BJJ, which is like right across the street from me because I live downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I started sparring too. But yeah, what's the guy's name? Because I'm always interested in
Keem the
connecting with other people.
Dream. Keem the Dream. Keem the Dream. He's actually fought on
Yeah.
our Border Wars series, and I think he's training now for his first Golden Gloves or something. But yeah, let me know. Send me a DM and I'll
I'll look him
connect you
up.
with him.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate it, fellas.
You the man, champ. We going out to Newark, New Jersey, home of Shakur Stevenson. What up, I mean?
Yo, what's good, fellas?
What's good
Good.
with you?
Everything, man. We had a lot of rain this weekend, and the sun is peeking its head out. So shout out to the East Coast, man. Yo, I hope this fight could happen. I'm talking about Zepeda and Frank Martin because I feel like number one on the top ranked side of things, I've said as much as before. It ain't a lot going on over there at 135. I don't know if there's enough to feed both Shakur and Keyshawn. And I say that because what does that have to do with Frank Martin? Because all these guys got to be in play. I think Frank Martin, he needs another win. Now, the Rivera win was pretty good. But, I mean, after that, you're expecting him to take a step up, either level of competition or a step out as far as name recognition. So the Zepeda fight, I mean, he's campaigning. He should be doing so. The fight was in Texas. Frank Martin's from Texas. So it makes perfect sense. Now, with Golden Boy, I don't think it's a matter of sacrificing, but I think they gotta let him go on over there because there's absolutely nothing that Golden Boy can do for Zepeda at 130. They got nothing for him over there. So they got to give him up. They got to give him up. They got to do something with him. So if it's not to Frank Martin and PBC, they got to give him up the top rank. But my man he's on the razor's edge. He's on the razor's edge for sure, And I can't really tell what kind of fighter he is at this point. So, I mean, I need to see something, man. I need to see a little bit of something, man. That's my call, man. I'm going to move on, man. I love y'all fellas, man. I'm out.
Appreciate you, champ. Enjoy the rest of your day. We going out to Julian in Indiana. What's good?
Oh shit,
Oh, nice.
he calling to talk Frank Martin. What up?
So anyways, let me correct that guy. So the last caller, Frank Martin actually isn't from Texas. He's from Indiana.
Yeah, let him know, champ. Let him know.
That whole whole Zepeda fight, and Frank Martin, I think realistically, I think Frank is very, very skilled, very, very talented, and I think the styles between Zepeda and Frank Martin, I think it's set up perfectly for Frank. Um, I do think Zepeda's a great fighter, but he definitely needs to work on that defense.
All right, Indiana, thank you for calling in. We going out to Polo T, Twitter Spaces. Talk to us.
Yo,
What's goody?
what's up, Danny? What's up,
What up?
Ness? I could see that fight happening for a vacant title, and like as far as the goal, no, they got this other kid named Oscar Duarte. They can match the Zepeda
Yes.
up later on, maybe for they got Angel Fierro. Like they got fights over there. They just gotta make them. It's like just because somebody doesn't have a steel, bro, they can always pull out guys. You don't think if they send an offer to someone
Yeah,
that's
but
trying to get their,
are you more excited for Duarte versus Zepeda or Martin versus Zepeda? That's all.
both, but people need to. No, both. But man, Oscar Duarte can fight. I mean, like you said, if they
No,
make that
I do
fight,
like him.
I don't know. I mean, did you see how he did Alex Martin? I mean, Alex Martin can he can fight. He can be a spoiler. So like the way he knocked him out, he's never been stopped. Like, and Alex Martin pulled some upset upcoming. So I would actually be depends. I don't know. I think Cepeda can hang with any of the top guys. I think he does got the style, but Oscar Duarte, man, that dude, if he gets a little bit worked on a little bit on his defense, he's a problem too. But
I
you
don't know
think he
that
has
they'll
too
do
much
that though.
muscle?
I don't think that they'll do
I
that.
think
I
they
mean,
will.
he gets hit, and those are two different stars that they're building. Duarte has the look. He has the girlfriend. He speaks
Fighting
English and
style. Oh yeah,
Spanish. He has the
and he
fighting
has the backing.
style.
Do you know who his promoter or his one of his handlers? That guy is really famous and he's like an actor. You know who like backed him up when he was coming up, right? It's his
No,
actor. He's Mexican. He looks white, but he has he's rich, so he has the backing to be a star. Like obviously not like paper, but he has the backing to get his name up there. So that could be a big fight.
absolutely. It's gonna take time to build. I don't think that the boxing community as a whole knows Duarte. I know him. I mean, he's been with Golden Boy for quite some time. He's obviously developing and looking better. We are at 168,298 subscribers, so that is an accomplishment. We are happy. We are happy to have
Yes, we
gotten
are.
there.
Yes, we are.
We are happy to have gotten there, but we do want to keep going. We are trying to get to 170. If you haven't already subscribed, now is the time. And this is the last call for alcohol. If you haven't already requested to speak, raised your hand on Twitter Spaces and or Discord, press the number 1 on Blog Talk, then that is it. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter.
Ringwalk Danny, Instagram and Twitter.
Catch us on the next one.
Arrivederci. 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And you never know, we may do a Untitled. It is Monday. But
We did get 2 calls. Looks
oh,
like CYP. What's up?
Yo, let me get you a little spacey space. You know what I mean? You know what? I just did that to bug y'all because I knew y'all about to bounce. You know what I'm saying?
yo,
So I
hey,
had to
hold
get
on,
good.
hold on. Start this
Right,
clock
right,
over before you go, because CYP,
yeah,
you a great promoter, and I say that respectfully,
yeah.
right? You a great
Uh-huh.
promoter, a great advocate. So I want you to advocate. Yo, help get me. We going to Toledo tomorrow. Send a super chat. Send us a cash app. I'm going to go get Bob. I'm going to Toledo. Uh, going to see Tony and Alicia. So trying to make that happen.
Ooh.
Some last minute shit. Go ahead, send that through. And
All right.
you
What
know what
you
I'm
want? What you want?
saying?
The cash app or,
Well,
the super chat?
Cash App, YouTube be hitting us over the head. That's why he bald head now. So yeah, send
No, I
us a
got you. I
Cash
got you.
App. CYP, do your thing.
I got you. I got you. All right. Look. I want to bring it to the attention. Your boy Oscar reneged on his words. Now he's talking about, the face of boxing is really Ryan. It's not Tank. Ryan was the one who carried it. I just want to bring that to people's attention so they can notice.
how these motherfuckers don't really have your back. They some lion snake motherfuckers, yo. They really want what you got, and they can't beat you, but they'll still act like they have what you got for the win. Remember what I just said? They can't beat you, so instead of them just being honest about what it was, they'll still try to snatch it back and change the goalpost, move it. Fuck what they talking about. Listen and learn to what I'm telling you. Root for your own and let them root for them. And if they root for you, then you root for them. Stop being a fool to these motherfuckers, yo. You cannot trust them. They lie, just to get you to fucking buy. When the truth is, ain't nothing but spies. CYP out. Cash app on the way.
My God, appreciate
All
the
right, all
call.
right. So if you want to see content from Alicia Bumgarner and you want to see content from Tony Harrison and you
Jared
want to see
Anderson,
Jared
the
Anderson,
Bob
the
Father.
Bob
The Bob
Father,
Father will be in the building, and I'm waiting to hear back from Clarissa to see if she's in Detroit
I'm
because
pretty sure she's in Florida.
oh, she's in Florida.
I mean, John David Action is that's where she trains at.
Okay, no, I didn't know she brought him up to because
You're right.
you know what I'm saying.
You're right.
I don't know, but I'm just trying to be as productive as possible.
Word,
So the flight would be to Detroit,
word,
short right from Toledo.
word.
Um, so why not pay the champ,
A
the
visit.
undisputed champ a visit? You know what
Why
I mean?
not? Why
Por
not?
qué no?
So if you want to donate for Danny's flight or trip, Cash App the Boxing Voice One
Just
or
trying to grow the channel,
or
guys.
contact him directly. That being said, we are done. We'll be back. Damn. Harlem World, late call. What's good?
Yo, I wanted to give my son Danny a little bit of more props, because I fuck with you just told him about he need to do a little bit of expanding and start doing his own thing a little bit more. But your translation interviews, your Robeisy Ramirez and the Yoelvis Gomez are two fantastic interviews. If the show is ending a little short today. If you need your TBV fix still, go check those two out because my man did a great job on
Thank you,
those.
bro. I
So,
appreciate it.
but that's all, man.
All
Nah,
Fuck
right.
with
nah,
the show.
thank you, man.
I'll
I'm
be
a
telling him to put
yo,
his
nah,
name in the hat, man. He got to become
yeah,
one of
Ness
these
been pushing, man.
translators.
Ness been pushing. I promise you, he ain't just like this on the show. He the reason I got to translate on Showtime before. So definitely trying to grow and trying to better myself. So appreciate everybody rocking out.
Capicu $2 super chat says Edwin de los Santos, especially after the KO of Rayo. Yeah, but that's across the street with PBC. Actually, you're right. That's Frank Martin and PBC. Frank Martin and PBC.
Yo, shout out to CYP. He ain't waste no time. Already sent a fat $50 cash app for the trip. We appreciate you.
Shout out, shout out. We'll be back 12 o'clock, and looks like Danny wants to do Untitled. So for our YouTube members,
Why not?
you getting something, and our Patreons, you getting something today, probably in an hour.
Yeah, I say
Catch
9
us.
o'clock, right? You good with
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I'm good with
9
that.
a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern for Untitled
YouTube
YouTube members.
members. If you want to catch it live, YouTube members. If you want it, MP3, no, ads and interruptions, join Patreon.
Patreon.
Both at the $15 level. Looks like we got Al in the Bay on the lake check-in.
Yo, what's up? Nah, I would have called earlier, but I'm at work. Um, but yeah, man, Williams and Zepeda was talking about, he want anybody and everybody, but it's like you can't say you want anybody and everybody and start ducking as soon as they start throwing them shots at you. So it's gonna be interesting who's gonna pick for his next fight. Is he gonna try to move up and try to fight somebody in the top, or would he just sit there and just wait? So and Frank Martin, man, they need to at least try to get him 3 fights a year, instead of just putting them on the that's what happened to a lot of fighters. When they get put on the shelf, they start rotting out, and then they're no good after that. So, they need to start giving him some more fights. Um, I'd rather see him versus Keyshawn than Zepeda, but if you get that Zepeda fight, go for it, man. You know. Go for the gold. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's my call, man.
All right, Al in the Bay. Catch us on the next one.
9 a.m.
YouTube
Pacific,
members.
12 p.m. Eastern for YouTube members. And then obviously, as soon as we're done with Untitled, it'll be uploaded Patreon ad free. And then 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern for our second show of the day. Catch us on the next one. Arriva Dirts, Nest GTO, Ring Walk, Danny, the Boxing Boys.
Peace.